the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to Darien Town Board meeting August 5th, 2020. Exits are to your left, and the exit that you came in, do not use the hall going into the corporate offices. We'll start the meeting by the reading of the previous meeting minutes. Alice?
July 1st, 2020, regular meeting of the Town Board of Darien, all members present. At 7:30 p.m., the supervisor called the meeting to order and recited the pledge to the flag. Resolution 83, meeting minutes. Councilman Fix offered a resolution to accept the minutes as read from the June 3rd, 2020 meeting, seconded by Councilman President. All ayes. Resolution 84, resolution postponing the 2020 reassessment project due to COVID-19 virus. Whereas with the passage of resolution number 104-2019 on August 7, 2019, the Darien Town Board authorized the supervisor to sign the memorandum of understanding dated May 31st, 2019 with the New York State Office of Real Property Services. And whereas New York State has been put on pause and a state of emergency has been declared in the county of Genesee, New York, due to the COVID-19 virus. Now, a motion of Stephen Ferry Jr., which has been duly seconded by Michael Grant, be resolved that the Darien Town Board feels it is in the best interest of the taxpayers of the town of Darien to delay the 2020 reassessment project until 2021. Further resolved to authorize the supervisor to sign the memorandum of understanding dated June 8, 2020 with the New York State Office of Real Property Service. All ayes. Resolution 85, transfer station. Supervisor Ferry offered a resolution to reintroduce the Darien transfer station closing from the tabled action resolution number 76 in the June Town Board meeting, changing the date of closure to August 2nd, 2020, seconded by Councilman Grant. All ayes. For discussion after resolutions, Supervisor Ferry confirmed the clerk is allowed to sell cards all the way to the end. There will be no refunds on unused cards, and as soon as it is closed, to clean everything all out of there, including having the equipment removed. We'll allow brush drop-off twice a year, dates likely late April, early May for spring, and late October, early November for fall. Supervisor Ferry asked for the highway superintendent and town clerk to make the calls to find a small box for pickup for town garbage, and he'll contact Ron Midas about the fire department. Resolution 86, CBA member. Supervisor Curry offered a resolution to appoint Bill Sweet to the unexpired term on the Zoning Board of Appeals through December 31st, 2021, seconded by Councilman President. All ayes. Notifications. Letter sent to Elizabeth Garvey, Special Counsel and Senior Advisor, State of New York Executive Chamber, regarding sales tax in Genesee County. Health insurance rates for next year came in at the same cost as last year. Call from Michelle Vincent on the sewer district, trying to find out, theorizing where the ammonia is coming from. May want to investigate. It's been high forever. Highway. Everything is in good working order. Finish mowing and invoice the state. Helped a lot of towns. We'll be paving Harlow soon, followed by oil, and then we'll see what we have left. Cut 100,000 out of what budgeted. Prices have decreased on blacktop again. The load order before all of this should be here next week. We'll get payment from Lambs. Talked to Andy Schick at DOT. We did receive the 2/3 of the snow and ice. Then between 67 to 100%, we got about 25,000 short of the 100%, but it fell within the state numbers. ZEO report issued. Ask about resuming planning board and zoning board meetings. Resolution 87, planning board and zoning board meetings. Supervisor Ferry offered a resolution to resume planning board and zoning board of appeals activities with room for social distancing, masks for the members, and public in masks while in the building, seconded by Councilman Benton. All ayes. ZEO, prior to COVID-19, we had started working on the comp plan review. I believe it is best to hold off on those meetings for now. Dealing with the state parks on the piece of property in the LDR district, developing a working relationship to handle that matter. Also working with some farmers to have a farmer's market in a more appropriate zone, possibly at the fire department. If any town board members are interested in helping get this going. Attorney holding on a couple issues. Building inspector, once construction opened, got very busy, possibly have a couple commercial projects coming. Engineer, Bruce is leaning toward an MBER. There are some things that Neil Todd needs to talk to him about. Town clerk, the office will be closed on July 4th, but the transfer station will still be open normal hours. Treatment plant hit summer limits in June and made all the limits for the first time in 2 years. Have made a lot of changes for the process. There will be different limits in the next 5 years. We are on special limits that started June 1st, 2020. Town Court, not sure when New York State OCA will allow them to resume, looking into getting 2 shields, plexiglass with stands, and will submit to JCAP for potential reimbursement. Councilman President read the sewer audit report. Resolution 88, sewer audit. Supervisor Ferry offered a resolution to accept the sewer district number 1 audit for 2020, as read by Councilman Presman, seconded by Councilman Benton. All ayes. Councilman Presman read the water district number 5 audit. Resolution 89, water district number 5 audit. Councilman Grant offered a resolution to accept the water district number 5 audit for 2020, as read by Councilman Presman, seconded by Councilman Fix. All ayes. Resolution number 90, cash report. Councilman Fix offered a resolution to accept the supervisor's cash report for May 2020, seconded by Councilman Presman. All ayes. Councilman Fix announced that the defibrillator pad expired and it will cost about $169. CEO Yoder stated that the last time he checked AED, the batteries indicated they needed to be replaced. Resolution 91, AED unit. Councilman Fix offered a resolution to get pads and batteries for the Zoll AED unit, seconded by Councilman Presman. All ayes. Councilman Fix also has prices on an AED for the Highway Department. Discussion with Neil, it will come out of the Highway Department's safety line. Resolution 92, abstract. Councilman Fix offered a resolution to pay General Fund 144 through 174 for $29,754.51. Highway 65 through 78 for $16,138.66. Sewer District number 1, 40 through 55, $15,670.11. And Water District number 3, Claim 1, for $5,177.25 in accordance with the abstract. Seconded by Councilman Presman. All ayes. Resolution 93. Adjourn. At 8:39 p.m., Councilman President offered a resolution to adjourn, seconded by Councilman Grant. All ayes. I do want to make one change because I had said all ayes. On Resolution 85, transfer station, that was actually 3 ayes, Barry, Grant, and Benton, and 2 nays, President and Fix. I just got going and read it wrong.
Thank you, Ellen. Any corrections, additions, changes to the minutes?
I make the motion that we accept the minutes as read by the town clerk.
Have a motion on the floor, second? Second. Okay. Clerk, call the roll.
Mike?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Mike, Steve?
Yes. Minutes are approved. The 2019 year-end audit report by Nicole Ryan, CPA, Senior Manager of Freed Maxwick, distributed to the town board, and the town board members have them in possession. If there is in the future, do you want her to come in and go over it? We can do that. As of right now, she's not planning to, but it's up to this board. Let me know.
Do you usually do a resolution to accept their own?
You know, why don't we do it just to make sure? I make a resolution that we accept 2019 year-end audit.
I'll second that.
Motion is made and seconded. Discussion? Clerk, call the roll.
Steve?
Yep.
Mike?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
We have a town resident, needed to do general maintenance on his pool, had to drain it and refill it. The sewer district runs off of water usage. He is asking for a refund, and it would be Gary Davis of 10741 Allegheny Road. And it's approximately 9,000 gallons from the sewer bill.
I'll second that.
Discussion? Clerk, call the roll.
Steve?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Now, I have a resolution for the New York State Archives. Whereas pursuant to Arts and Crafts Affairs Law 57.05 and 8 NYCRR Part 188.10, the New York State Archives has issued a new local government retention schedule, LGS-1, effective January 1, 2021, for legal destruction of records. And whereas the local governments must formally adopt the LGS-1 prior to January 1, 2021 in order to continue legal destruction of records. Now, on a motion made by Stephen Ferry Jr., which is duly seconded by
I'll second.
Be it resolved that the town of Darien formally adopts the LGS-1 retention schedule effective January 1, 2021, and be it further resolved to authorize the records management officer to sign the notification form and submit such form to the New York State Archives. Is there discussion on the motion? Clerk call roll.
Steve,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Tim,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Okay, this is a housekeeping to do with civil service. Resolution to terminate transfer station employees, for we have shut down the transfer station and abolished the positions. I make that motion.
I'll second that.
Motion's made and seconded. Discussion on the motion. Clerk call the roll.
Steve,
Yes.
Tim,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
I need a copy of that to go to Barb so she can send it in with it. Now, we have a resolution to accept Warren's carpet cleaning proposal for a monthly cleaning charge of $399 from August 1, 2020 to July 31st, 2021. Their cleaning contract has come up and their new price for renewal.
I'll second that.
Motion and seconded. Discussion on the motion. Clerk call the roll.
Steve,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tim,
Yes. Resolution to sign a dumpster agreement with Waste Management for a 4-yard dumpster and a monthly charge of $85.94 to be located at the Town Highway Department.
I'll second that.
Got a second. Discussion?
That was the mid-sized one, not the biggest or smallest?
That was a 4-yard.
Yeah.
That was one of the smaller ones, yes.
Okay. Is that for every other week?
That's with, Waste Management.
I
That was
think
a 4-yard.
That's for every other week though,
I think
right?
that was the price for every other week.
Okay, just double checking.
Yeah.
They can pick up weekly or every other week. I think every other week we find.
I think
If we run into a problem, we'll have to adjust.
It's just this facility, that's it.
Right.
It's not the fire department, I already called, they're
Yeah,
making,
yeah, they made their own arrangements.
any other discussion questions? Clerk call the roll.
Steve,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Tim,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
I have a resolution that came up, it's not on your agenda. Resolution to fund a virtual fall conference for the town assessor. At $200 for her required yearly training. This is instead of her going to the place, it's a virtual, but they are charging $200 for it, so.
Was there a charge in the previous years for the?
Yes, there was a charge, and then plus her mileage, plus her day, her meals, et cetera. This time it's a virtual, but it's $200. I don't know off the top of my head what it was last year.
this also gets split. Like, we'll pay it and then Bethany will pay us for the other, for half of it.
Okay, because of the two.
We might have to take an IOU, but
Well,
someday they'll be made whole, but, you know, right now, we're all in this together, so.
do I have a second?
We got a
I'll
second?
second that, yeah.
Any other discussion, questions? Clerk, call the roll.
I'm just adding for the cost.
I understand.
Steve,
Yes.
Mike Fix,
Yes.
Tim,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Okay, we're under notifications now. DEC has granted the town of Darien an extension on engineering report from the November 1, and that was as per the engineer's request. We have received a voluntary distribution by Genesee County of $108,829.60. This was on 7/24/20. This is, and the percentages down here, about 40% of what we should have gotten. And we still have no agreement. There's no agreement on the table. And I don't even know how they made this payment. That being said, let's move to department reports. Neil?
Yes, everything's in good working order. We did receive the new loader. Sent the old one out, got paid for that. So it was, that was taken care of, that was early July, I believe. Been 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago. So it happened right after the last. Paved Hollow Road from 7-day to Route 20. That was finished up the project that we did last year. We did from 7-day to the county line, Mon County line. Got that done. And we also did our oil and sealing. We did O'Connor Road, Tinkham Road, Grizzled Road, McGregor Road, and Walker Road from Smithley to Sumner Road. Went down through there. And also in the last month, I mean, all the towns are a lot of blacktop going on and sealing, same thing. We all help each other. That's how we get it all done. We did a lot of that in the last month. Ditching and some driveway pipes that we had to repair. And we did start the mowing the second time around in the last week here. And that's all I got.
Note to you, we did transfer the first payment of $300,000 for what we were owed for the transfer from the general fund to the highway. It was just done this week. Barb should have the final numbers in the books, so, okay?
Okay. I'm still on track with, I got one more job to do, and I'm still on track with, cutting 100, I think it was 120,000 off the highway, you know, what we usually do.
Mhm.
I should be able to be underneath that, keep that 125 off, and I can still do what I gotta do.
Perfect, and we'll
So-
keep that in reserve, and then next year we'll help that towards next year's budget, okay?
And it was a big help with, the blacktop thing, I was telling you the last couple of months how it came down. I mean, the blacktop job was almost, it was $12,000 cheaper waiting till July.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing with, oil, and, you know, that was almost, $15,000 because oil came down.
Yep.
It went up like $10 a barrel for August, which is another 10 cents a gallon, or, you know, what you're paying for oil, so it didn't go up much at all. So I'm gonna try to get the next job done, before September. So,
Neil, this board and the town thanks you.
so,
It's gonna be needed.
yeah, we're gonna have
Yeah,
some work ahead of us, so
yes, I know. Anything else, Neil?
that's it.
CEO, got nothing. Planning board, got nothing. Town attorney, he is doing some work on that water district on Town Line Road, the other side of Alexander's district. So he is gonna do some work on that, but that is going to be reimbursed through the district. So these costs is not gonna go through the town. Okay. Assessor, we talked about sending her to her class. So that should be taken care of, so she has a training. Building inspector, nothing. ZBA, how did their first meeting go?
Well, for both of them, they went very well.
Did it? Okay, good. Town engineer, right now he's working on the sewer project. He has got some extra time. I think we're out of the pilot programs. I think we're into hard plants and using the old one over. That was his last discussion with me. When he does get a final report, he is coming in front of this board and Neil, to review it, discuss it. and get our okay before we send it to DEC.
Yes.
Okay? Just to let this board know.
And just so you know, I met with him yesterday, did a lot of pictures, things that needed to be done, you know, obviously he's doing his report and stuff like that. And did get some records and stuff like that that he needed. Not everything went to him that we dug out, Alice. It was just a few things, stuff that I had to plant, some metals and stuff like that. Just a few things that he needed, but yeah, I spent probably a couple, 3 hours with him yesterday going over stuff and this and that, so
Okay,
went good.
good. Alice, do you have anything?
No, I don't think so. I'm good for this one.
All right?
Yeah. And the tax collector's quiet.
I'm gonna even say, I'm not even gonna tell him, tax collector that. Historian, I have no report. And Neil, treatment plant, anything else?
Treatment plant's been, the numbers have been good. They've been, you know, obviously they give us, you know, different numbers, but I've been beating the original numbers. Things have been good. So, I guess going forward, yeah, knock on wood, keep going forward.
Okay. Council reports, Mike?
Nothing to report.
Dave?
I have nothing, sir.
Tim?
Nothing to report.
Mike?
I have nothing.
Boy, this is a quiet month.
But I will make a offer a resolution to accept the supervisor's cash report for June of 2020. Is it June?
This is June.
Yeah, okay. I'll second that.
I have a motion on the floor and a second. Any discussion? Again, Barb doesn't want to send this out until she does the reconciles, and she has to wait 1 month to do it, so that's why it's always jumped back. Okay. So, I have no other thing, clerk call roll?
Mike,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tim,
Yes.
Steve.
Yes. Did you read the abstract, Alice, please?
Sure. General fund claim 175 through 208 for $70,756.90. However, claim number 204 for $53,310.03 will be held for payment until September of 2020. Highway claim 79 through 94 for $366,087.68. And sewer district number 1, claim 56 through 64 for $4,079.88.
I make a motion, we pay the bills in accordance with the abstract as read by the town clerk.
I'll second that.
That was the insurance bill, and we're getting a better rate on it, so that's why we're not paying it.
Okay, I'll have a question about that after.
You want to do it now while we have an open discussion
On,
on insurance or no?
well, I was gonna ask you about the insurance on, transfer station. Did you ask that question?
Yeah, I
Okay.
asked Mike Hardy about that, he's looking into it, there's a possibility that there could be an adjustment.
All right, because I thought that was on the list.
We're
You
still,
said
we still own property, so we'll still have to carry,
something on, but
yes,
as far as the equipment,
yeah, he was gonna look into that and report to us.
okay, that's good, good. Okay, because then,
As long
that
as,
stuff's gonna go
as
one
long
at
as,
a time here.
as long as it's on property, we have to keep the insurance.
Okay,
Once it gets off, then we can do something.
okay.
There's no other discussion? Clerk call the roll?
Mike,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Tim,
Yes.
Steve.
Yes. Comments from the public? Yes.
The seniors want to know when they can come back to their meetings and have cards.
Well, right now, if you're playing cards, I don't see how you're keeping 6 feet.
Right.
So let's go another month and see what happens with the state program and see what we can do,
Okay.
okay? Any other questions? Comments? then we're at that time of meeting.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting. I'll second that.
A motion is seconded on the floor. Discussion? Clerk, call the roll.
Dave,
Yes.
Tim,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes. Thank you.